Hey yo, it's Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new WWE Champions video. I missed y'all Champions fan, but now I'm back at it once again with all new content with the 2-year anniversary of WWE Champions around the corner. I'm going to make a strong speculation, a strong guess that more than likely the NWO will be featured for the 2-year anniversary of Champions. That's a big way to bring in, celebrate, commemorate 2 years. 2 years of being alive and well and steadily going strong, and the numbers continue to climb. So let's hope for that. Let's hope the 2-year anniversary of Champions comes with the NWO. Next to that, I hope you're enjoying this new update. It doesn't look all too bad. Yes, granted, it can take you by surprise. It can look a little cluttered, but ultimately, I feel that it's going to help a lot of people figure out where to go, make it way easier for you to get to and sort through all your content to do. Now, obviously, when it comes to content, you got the road, your story mode, your limited time tours, you got verses, you got blitzes, you have faction feuds. Inevitably, all players are basically building their rosters up so they can take care of feuds, take care of hell modes. That is the aim. That is the game. Grind out your verses, do your blitzes when the rewards are worthy. But I really do feel we need some new featured content when it comes to everyday content. For instance, we could easily have a challenge ladder mode. We could easily have, different stipulations be put in place. I would love to see handicap matches where we have one of our champions at 3-star, 4-star go up against, back-to-back challengers. I would love to see a 6-man tag situation. I'd like to see brand new animations for new moves, like certain tag teams have combo finishers and, they have a tag team finisher. It would be great to see that, put in Champions. I think we're getting to a point where, new mechanics would make the game far more entertaining, far more interesting, especially with trainers and coaches now available, now with 4 stars. Let's bring some, more flavor to the game so we can bring a brand new audience to the already amazing audience of WWE Champions. That's just my thought. Maybe possibly even having, a monthly or bi-monthly tournament like a King of the Ring tournament that gives us, very great prizes for grinding it out. Maybe, there's local rankings or, global rankings, and regardless of where you place, if you put in the work, you're going to walk away with a couple token cases. Maybe you walk away with some cash. Maybe you walk away with some diamonds. That would be something pretty clutch. Or maybe even some exclusive gear for certain characters who won the King of the Ring. Maybe possibly for the first ever King of the Ring, you give out a champion in Ken Shamrock, because if I believe Ken Shamrock did win the King of the Ring. I believe so. I could be wrong. But even if not Ken Shamrock, you could easily do some gear for like Booker T. Like you could do the King Booker gear for Technician Booker T or Harlem Heat Booker. You could easily do a gear for Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H. There's a lot of opportunities there, but ultimately we got to see what Champions is going to do. Another good idea that comes to mind, shout out the Crown Era, baby. We went through a little struggle. We lost a lot of heavy hitters, but nothing but love to all of them. Shout out to 44. Shout out to Lucario 23, Stone Cold, Ranveer, Nature Boy, J-Tom. It's nothing but love, guys. Business is business. We move forward, and I want y'all to move forward and do what's best for y'all. But one cool thing that would be great for Champions to apply when it comes to faction feuds is something simple as this: the remove all option that they put in for exhibitions. Now, peep this. You can autofill your team like this, right? But you can also remove your people. One thing that seems to be a huge pet peeve in Champions is a lot of times we set champions down, and once they're placed, you cannot remove them at all. So having a remove all option like you have in exhibitions, it kind of doesn't make sense to have it in exhibitions, but you don't have it for gauntlet blitzes or faction feuds. So that's something to truly consider, Champions. That is something that would help out a lot of people. And that's like a real solid, quality of life option that they could always do. And while I'm here, I also want to make this clear. Whenever you're playing this game and you're a player of a faction, you always want to stack up on these these money bags right here, because the coins, the health packs that come out of here, they are worth it. It's always going to be worth it, especially with these gold ones. Now you can get lucky and get all three items. But even if you only get 2 or 1, you're still going to be walking away with something solid. So make sure to always stack up on these, especially if you have plans of doing blitzes and plans of doing faction feuds in the future. So make sure to always stay on top of your exhibitions and grind those out and get those money bags as well as your faction bags. Another cool option that Champions could do is when it comes to the banners. I was very, very impressed to see what Champions did right here with this round 2 of the Royal Rumble Icons loot. The temporary double drop rate for Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Lex Luger, and Asuka. That is a very solid, that's a very solid positive forward direction of thinking when it comes to Champions, because the rates are butt. We don't even get to see the rates. More than likely when it comes to pulling a 3-star gold or a 4-star bronze, you're probably looking at, a 0.1 chance of pulling them. But even then, it would be nice to see that, especially when they're deliberately putting right here temporary double drop rate for these certain champions. Well, then show us the actual drop rates. Let us know what we are actually getting and what we are doing. I also feel when it comes to a lot of these other loots, they could definitely do with a makeover. We need some more new blood. Yes, you put the women in here. That's always good. Yes, we still got some MPs in here, but switch it up. We need to start seeing new champions, and that's something that I missed when I was talking about the content part of this video, is that when it comes to these events, it would be great to see a NXT TakeOver tour. It would be great to see some Raw and SmackDown recap shows, or even at end of the month Raw and SmackDown recap, where you get to fight, champions that are already in the game, but you also get a chance to look at some champions that aren't in the game. You could use women to go up against the Riot Squad, or, maybe even Selena Vega. That would be cool. Or going up against Drew McIntyre, going up against Heavy Machinery in a tag team, going up against Velveteen Dream, Johnny Gargano. These are opportunities that champions are wasting, but I hope with this year moving forward, they get their mind in the right direction and push forward, with a passion to prove that, yes, they love this game just as much as we do. They want to see it thrive and survive. It isn't always about the money. It isn't always about the price tag. It's about delivering a great game. And that's what Champions has the potential of being. But right now, it's just chilling. We see what happens. We wait and see. We check the Champions blog. We see what's going on there. We play it by ear. We talk to our faction mates, and we do what we got to do. But ultimately, that's just the video. A couple of ideas, some new content from a King of the Rings tournament to a challenge ladder. That would be solid. Seeing 6-man tags come in, seeing new content that actually is based on, what's going on in the WWE right now. Plus, they probably have the opportunity to go ahead and ask the WWE to, use some old school pay-per-views for some good events. Whatever happened to the tour that we used to get next to our class tours, our Dean's Daily? There was always another tour that we got to do where it offered us, headliner chips, 2-star chips, premium chips, token cases. We need more of those. We need content, because month-long events are a good, solid strain of content overall, but inevitably, we always want something else, because there's nothing wrong with having options. There's nothing wrong with having alternative options. So, okay, if you want all your top factions to go ahead and wail out to try and get the month-long exclusive champion, go ahead. But have some content out there for those who are doing that to, take a break and play something else, and give all those, the free-to-play, the in-between players, give them something to do as well. So everything is covered. All sides are covered. No one's complaining. No one feels like they're being done wrong. And things are going to turn around for the better. I have nothing but the utmost faith in WWE champions and Scopely, but greatness takes time. So hopefully we see, that remove all option added to Faction Feud. Hopefully we see some brand new tours, some new characters, some new content. Maybe we see some new double rate banners moving forward. And I also would like to see them start running exclusive class banners. There's so many banner opportunities that champions can do right now. They can do 6 like all class banners, 1 for each class. And it could be nothing but those champions, an all showboat banner, an all trickster banner, from mid-card, bottom, from common, uncommon, all the way up to featured and unfeatured. Easily, they could do a showboat banner, a striker banner, a trickster banner, a technician banner, an acrobat banner, and a powerhouse banner. No problem. They could easily do a whole mono type subclass of a banner with attitude era, new gen, modern, legend. They could easily do that. They could do a brand new women's banner where even if they don't have enough women champions right now, they could easily do all the ones that they have now and do them at the different versions of 3-star, 2-star, and 1-star. There's a lot of opportunities that champions is missing out on right now that they could easily do. And again, step up banners need to come here. The way that cash works nowadays with these pulls and with these banners, a step up banner would be pretty solid, especially if you were able to do it properly. And maybe the first pull is 250, you get like three or 4 cards from it. The second one is 250 again, and you get 2 or 3 cards from it. Then you start moving up into the thousands, and like for your final pull, you get a guaranteed featured champion. It's not necessarily going to be a 3-star gold or 4-star bronze variation of the champion, but at least you'll get a featured champion guaranteed for putting that money up. And another cool thing, going back to the class banners, like a acrobat banner, it'd be cool. Back in the day, they used to do 30 pulls where when you did a 30 pull, you got a whole bunch of those class tokens for that specific pull. Maybe they possibly bring those back. Or if better, because TP is so useful, so needed, they could easily do it like, hey, the first 30 pull you get, we're going to give you 300 blue TP off this acrobat banner. And you know what? The next 30 pull, if you decide to do one, we're going to give you 150. And it's going to go like that. People would pull for that because that makes farming so much easier. That allows people to take a break to enjoy their lives. But what do I know? I'm just a guy doing YouTube on a game that I love, hoping that someone hears me out. But you know what? I'm looking forward to what the future holds, and I'm looking forward to what Champions brings, and I'm hoping that you are there right along with me. And again, you know what? Bad times don't last, but you know what? Crown Era does. And for real, we're rebuilding. We're getting things together. So if you need a home, if you're over 100K overall roster, if you can score 1 million plus when it comes feud time, then this is the place to be. We're down to have a great time. We're going to make it back to the top 100 very, very soon. And, we're just going to turn things around. If you want to be a part of that process, you want to be a part of a family. And you know what? The road only leads to greatness. And the only way to go is up. So why don't you come roll with us? Point blank, period. But, hey, yo, bad times don't last, but bad guys do. But now, always, and forevermore, crown ones do too. Mad love to you all. Zeke410, back at it again. Let me know your thoughts. Share your ideas of what champions can do. Especially with the 2-year anniversary right around the corner. Let's see what happens. Let's hope for the best. Peace.